up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2022 Land Rover Defender. Is this a affordable G-Wagon? Because we know that G-Wagons can go over $200,000 sometimes, especially nowadays. But you know, this, you can have that great V8 option as well. It's got the looks, it's got the styling and the luxury. Is it what it seems to be? Let's find out. Enjoy the video. Thank you to Jaguar Land Rover of Calgary, Alberta for letting me borrow this Defender. If you're interested in this or anything else on their lot, be sure to check out their website. The link is right below that like button. The powertrain that we have underneath the hood for our Defender is a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder with mild hybrid setup as well. It makes 395 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. This thing weighs a little over 5,000 pounds, and it could even tow up to 8,200 pounds, which is awesome. Now, you can have a few different powertrains available for this. The base is a turbocharged 4-cylinder, which I definitely wouldn't recommend as it's pretty laggy and slow, especially for the size of this vehicle, in my opinion. The 6 is perfect for inner city driving, but if you want the max power that you can always get that supercharged V8 and zoom off to wherever you're going to go in this thing. All right, so starting off with the front end like usual, ours is finished in this free base paint job, which is called Santorini Black. A lot of the paint options for the X variant of Defenders are actually free, which is awesome. We have the upgraded premium LED headlights. I like them. I would prefer them over the halogen ones. We have your fog lights that are super puny up front that you can see. All the silver portions can be blacked out for a complete stealth look if that is what you desire. Overall though, I love the retro modern kind of design. 2021 is definitely the year for that. The little fake metal grates on the hood also, you know, just to blend in with the old model. I think it looks very, very nice. Now, moving on to the side, we do have our wheels that are upgraded to a 22-inch gloss silver look. They are an extra $2,200. The original wheels are usually 19s or 20s, and some of them are free as well. So talking about the side profile, the Defender's always been known to be an off-roader vehicle. This one is no exception. It's got 11.5 inches of ground clearance and can go through 35 inches of water. That's insane. It's almost half underwater and it could still keep going. I wouldn't want to do that regularly, obviously, but you know, do it when you have the warranty. But the side has interesting portions. Beside the rear doors, you can see that little blacked out portion. This kind of, you know, I'm not sure how much I like it, just because of how much it reduces visibility from the inside. But on the bright side, for the outside portions, you can put in Land Rover accessories, and stuff like that, and extra gear as well, ladders, and so many accessories you can get. And the overall side profile, once again, super boxy looking. I love the rear end kind of look. It really reminds me of just something old school yet modern. Moving on to the back, the rear continues the boxy and square look, very reminiscent of the OG Defender with the individual lighting elements. We have full LED taillights, and interestingly, they're all individual designed, once again, just like the old one, which I think it's like a good throwback to it. We have the full-size spare, which is on the back. You can also get accessories like a full wheel cover if you want, like a Land Rover branded one. But yeah, you know, I like it. It's kind of subtle, old school looking, yet modern. And but since I'm back here, let me open up the tailgate area and show you what it's all about and how much space we have. Here we are behind the cargo area. I know I said this has a no cover on it, but it does, and here is how it looks like. It is the, you know, Land Rover genuine accessory. Once you open up this tailgate area, it is kind of electronically unlocking, not mechanical. So you press this, and then it'll unlock. Ours is the 5+2 setup, so we do have a third row that's folded down right now, and I'll show you how it looks like when it's folded up later. But behind the third row, if you were to have, we would 10 cubic feet of storage space. If you fold it down like that, you have a little over 30. And also second row fully as well, you have 59 cubic feet. And hey, good job, Land Rover. Look at the tailgate area right here. Has very nice labeling. Your exposed screws, that looks awesome as well. A little bit of storage as well. Your air suspension to lower and raise up the rear end in case you have any extra storage. Power outlet over here, hello. And over here as well, 12 everywhere. The windows, looking at the side here too, it looks really, really nice. You know, you never really see that, so it's just really cool. I love the texture behind the seats, and even underneath this, it's got a very rubbery, kind of easy to clean material. Underneath here is your tools, and if you look over here, look at that. Third row HVAC controls, even though you could barely fit people here, but another 12 volt over there as well. And then a regular power outlet over here, which is amazing. But yeah, isn't that cool? No, that's a cool cargo area. All right, so time to jump into the Defender. Let's start off with the door panels. I love the very unique design. Once again, that retro modern design language carries on inside with those exposed screws. You can see a part of the paint on the inside as well, the panels. The speaker cover grills, the way they are, the nice silver kind of accented door handle. Lots of storage space in that lower driver's side pocket and all the door panels actually. And the buttons are easily readable, and then they're just, you know, okay and usable and reliable buttons that we've all known to love. I'm more of a fan of reliable buttons instead of the you know, touch capacitor button, so I'm glad they don't do anything crazy like that over here. I think this kind of fits the vehicle perfectly to a T. Now, taking a look at the seats, ours is trimmed in the ebony leather with steel cut premium textiles. What does that mean? I don't really know. That's what the website says, and it sounds fancy. You can also get a tan and ebony color combo if you want, and of course, based on the trim, you can choose what you want to get for materials and all of that jazz. Now, the front seats are a heated and cooled memory setup with 4-way manual headrest adjustment and 14-way power seat adjustment. They're pretty comfy in my opinion, and I love the retro kind of stitching pattern. They are black contrast stitching. I would have liked to see something else, maybe a white or a gray like the trim kind of colors, but you know, they're definitely usable. Taking a look at the steering wheel / gauges area. Now, we have a heated leather wrapped steering wheel, stitched airbag cover. I love the gray powder coated trim around it, and this just, it looks really nice and it feels really good in the hands. Lower trims usually don't have that stitching around the airbag cover, and the material is a little bit different. But you know, this trim, at least the X trim, is it has a great kind of onslaught of features that it comes with, and I think the steering wheel itself looks really good. The dynamic buttons are super reliable. They're better than the touch capacitors that you'll find on the newer like Jaguar F-Pace, for example. This hasn't failed me yet, and I'm super glad that this is what they did with the Defender. Now, moving on to the display gauge behind the steering wheel. It's absolutely beautiful, high resolution, nice and wide. It's configurable right now. I have the map setting on there because that's what I really like. You can have 2 dials on there, 1 dial, whatever you please. It just looks super, super nice. Yeah. Now moving on to the infotainment area and the center console in general. We do have the 10-inch infotainment with the updated software. It's snappier, it's easier to use. The new navigation menus and UI, they're simple and intuitive. It comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Not wireless though, so that's kind of a disappointment, especially for the price point that this vehicle is in. It should have it should have disappointments. No, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say it should have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I was in a Hyundai Elantra, not even the top trim, and that had wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so it kind of makes it look a little bad. Anyways though, the backup camera is a super sharp resolution, even at nighttime, and you also get the 360 camera and the 3D kind of rendering of your Defender, and you can see all around it, so that's super nice that the augmented reality kind of tech is here. Talking about cameras, your rear view mirror also has a special feature where it can show you a camera that's mounted on towards the outside of the rear of the Defender, so it'll show you your you know, the rear end of your vehicle, basically, like what's behind it. And it helps because the inside, the visibility is kind of bad, so it's definitely a usable feature. It's not standard, so you're gonna definitely have to, you know, make sure you upgrade to that. Moving lower, you have your gear selector, traditional kind of joystick look to it, which I personally like. You know, it's great. You have your start-stop button, you have your HVAC controls. Now, most of them are hard buttons, which I like. We have some knobs and dials here, especially with the volume knob. You know, hashtag save the knobs, you know I gotta say it. Now, the good thing they do with the Land Rover Defender HVAC controls is they're kind of multifunction like a lot of the newer products. So if you push them, you can control your heated seat and cooled seat adjustments. I like that because, you know, whenever it's cold and you're going to use those seats, you want to be able to access them quickly and not go through some menu just to do that. You know, it should be an easy to get to feature, and I think it does an okay job. Could be improved, but you know, at least it's not all the way completely just one way of doing it. You could also change your cooled and heated seats through your infotainment, but in case I guess the knobs aren't working. But anyways, the other buttons on here are similar HVAC controls like your AC, your recirculating air, your height adjustment. This does have a different kind of, I don't really see too many mode selectors on here. Typically there are on a lot of the other Defender products, or just Land Rover products. But anyways, moving down further, you are going to have your USB-C, your Type A, your 12-volt, lots of storage space. It's awesome. And the ambient lighting in here is really nice too. I'll throw up a picture for you to see. Moving on to a couple of the areas, they're super kind of grippy and they hold your drink firmly in place, which is awesome. Further behind that is a wireless car charger, which is standard, so that is awesome. You move to your cup holder, or sorry, your center console area. It's nicely stitched in leather, and then it's beautiful. Feels really nice too. It could be softer, but you know, not to nitpick too much. Opening it up though, you do have a your drink cooler compartment. It's a 2-stage as well, and it has a little cute light on it as well. So yeah. Anyway, so everything looks very, very nice in my opinion. You know, it's kind of fun to drive. You get a lot of you know, attention because people, I think, really like the new Defender, and I don't blame them because it's a really cool look, and it's just a nice little throwback to you know, retro designs and a modern implementation. Now I'm going to jump into the rear seating area here and show you what that's all about. And once I'm inside, you're going to see that you have the same kind of design language in your door panel area. It looks nice. You know, I love the exposed screws. Materials are cool. You know, it's soft touch by where your arms and hands would usually be around. Once you jump inside, your center console area, you have your climate control controls here, obviously auto, and your knobs for your temperature select and your fan speed and your adjustment buttons of where you want the air to flow. Now, one thing I hate is how there's no heated seats in the second row. I thought there would be, there should be, especially for a vehicle with over, you know, $100,000 price tag, but unfortunately we don't have that here. Once you move on to the lower portion, you're going to have two 12 volts, you know, for each passenger, two USB-Cs, and behind the front seats, you're going to have an extra 5-volt USB-A charger. So that's awesome. You know, it works out really well. You're going to have nice grab handles to grab onto whenever you're going off-road and you're about to flip or something. The panel roof lets in a lot of light, and you know, once you open down the center armrest for the second row seat, you have a couple cup holders here. Pretty soft in the front, so that's awesome. But that's really about it for the second row. Now I'm going to jump into the third row and show you POV style what that's like, just so you get a better idea.
What's up, bro?
Hello?
Yo. Mother.
I want to apologize.